It's the professional MasterChef quarterfinal. These 4 talented chefs stood out in their heats. Now, they will be judged on 2 challenges designed to test them even further.
It feels good to be a quarterfinalist. Fingers crossed I can get to the next stage.
The competition so far, it's been tough. It demands a lot from you, and it's only going to get tougher.
It is a massive opportunity. The more you progress through the competition, the more important it becomes.
Today's going to be all about standing out from the rest of them and giving it my best shot.
First, they will have to produce a dish from scratch that's striking in both colour and taste.
Delicious and beautiful, vibrant colours too.
Then, they will have to cook for some of the country's most discerning food critics.
Oh, that's a bit of a Bobby Dazzler, isn't it?
Only the best will earn a place in the semi-finals.
Every time they come back in this kitchen, the bar is raised.
They're going to have to grab it with both hands and give it everything they've got. Chefs, welcome to your quarter-final. You have wowed us so far in this competition, but now you're going to have to take your cooking to a whole new level. And I think you're going to be in for a little surprise. Underneath the box in front of you is the inspiration for this challenge. Lift up your box. Chefs, pull it. We want you to create magic in this round. This challenge is all about colour.
We want one dish bursting with colour and flavours, chefs. Your dish can be sweet, it can be savoury, it is completely up to you. Through those doors is a larder of ingredients. Be creative, be bold. Chefs, go and choose your ingredients.
Oi, oi, oi.
Was not expecting colour. You know, they pulled that one out of the bag.
There is an abundance of fabulous ingredients in the larder. It is like a rainbow come to life in there with the fruit, the vegetables. We've got beautiful salmon, some white squid, we've got venison, we've got spices for them to use. They should be inspired when they walk into this larder.
What should I do? Any ideas? I don't know, man. You know what it is? All this produce is so stunningly stunning that it's difficult to choose.
A box full of multicoloured napkins wasn't what I was expecting, to be honest. I'm thinking right now black and green. I think black and green can be quite striking on the plate, so I think that might work well.
We want the colours to be dancing off the plate. It could be any colour, it could be contrasting colours, it could be a dish that's all about the same colour. But it is going to have to taste outstanding.
Feeling good about this one. It's a really good challenge to have. So, narrow some stuff down and get a dish on.
I want to be wowed today. I want to be blown away. What magic can they put together?
On y va.
OK, chefs, you now have 60 minutes to make us one stunning, colourful plate of food. Off you go.
"26-year-old classically trained sous chef Ryan from London blew the judges away with both courses in his signature round.
I want to keep the momentum going. Thinking on my feet, creating a dish on the spot is a bit daunting. It's not going to be easy at all.
Brian, how are you finding the challenge?
It was not what I was expecting, but I'm relishing the challenge. I've gone for yellow with purple. Like, you got the beetroot, you got red beetroot, yellow beetroot, golden beetroot. Braised red cabbage, so it should be like a deep purpley colour. Yellow courgettes. I've gone for the venison for the protein.
Nice. So not only you've thought about the colours, but a protein that's going to work well with these ingredients.
Yeah, it's got to be both. It's got to be colourful, it has to taste nice.
Is there an artistic side to you?
I tried to. I wouldn't say I'm an artist, but I like to make good-looking food as well as tasty food.
We want the venison to be beautiful and vibrant in its colour, its natural pink colour, once it's cooked.
Ryan is cooking his red cabbage in some port, red wine and sugar, so that's going to really enhance the colour of this cabbage. Ryan is pickling the beetroot, and this is a great way to retain the colour of this lovely vegetable. We know these ingredients work well together. We want it to pop when he puts it down in front of us.
Son of a chef, Liam grew up in Warrington. He was cook of the day in his heat, showing modern technique and a strong eye for detail.
I do like creating dishes, but I like doing it with potentially weeks to work on dishes and stuff, not 10 minutes to think about it and an hour to rustle it up, you know what I mean? There's plenty of things to think about when I'm putting a dish together. Colours, textures, flavours. It's a balancing act to get the perfect dish.
Liam is building the dish around a celeriac. He's going to butter roast a piece of celeriac, lots of foaming butter, some herbs into that. He's making a crumb from the skin of the celeriac, so he wants that to sort of be like a burnt ash black. We have a vibrant green parsley and spinach emulsion also going on the plate. Liam is also using black garlic as a puree. I like the sound of the colours, black and green. They sound great. I'm really curious how this plate is going to come together.
Liam, why no protein today?
Just want to show you what I can do. Not all about cooking meat, not about cooking fish. I can cook the veg as well.
Well, you've impressed us so far. Keep going. Liam, how do you find having to think on your feet?
I think as chefs, we're naturally good at thinking on our feet. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult in front of you guys when you give me 10 minutes to choose some ingredients. I'd normally at work would develop dishes over weeks, so it's a quick one to think of, but I think I can nail it.
Jess, you're halfway. Halfway.
30-year-old junior sous chef Andy has 3 years' experience in Michelin kitchens. He had a strong start to the competition, impressing with good technique and flavours.
I think my creativity and the style of food I like to cook has come through so far, and there'll be more of that to follow. Presentation is everything. You eat with your eyes, you taste with your eyes before you've even tasted the food, so plate needs to look and taste delicious.
How are you, Andy?
Good, thanks.
Are you settling into the colour challenge?
Yeah, settling in, definitely.
What have you put together? What colours have you gone for?
Colours of the woodland. So it's venison with cherries, pickled beetroots and woodland greens.
So your dish is going to be about a variety of colours rather than a specific 1-2 colours.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a couple of colours that match. There's the venison and the beetroots, but it offers so much and there's so much to choose from. So, yeah, I've got a lot of colours going on.
No, good choices. I like the sound of your dish.
Andy's got a venison dish that is all about the woodland, which gives him an array of opportunity to bring as much colour into this dish as possible. He's got some wild mushrooms, he's got some woodland greens. You've also got a lovely venison jus that's going to be finished with cherries too.
And then, you know, the dark purple beetroot and a little bit of yellow beetroot in there that he's been pickling. I do like his choice of ingredients.
Despite not perfecting his dessert in the last round, self-taught chef Ollie from London made it through with an impressive fish main course.
For me, it was a pretty woeful performance last round. I know one course was good, but that's not enough. So I just really have to step it up. Having never been a head chef, I don't have much experience creating dishes or menus. This is something completely new for me, so let's go.
Ollie, how do you feel about being in our quarter-final?
Yeah, it feels incredible. I think I fluked it last round, really. So shocked to be back and just really happy that you gave me another chance.
What did you think, Ollie, when you removed the box?
I was very confused. I thought I'd turned up to the wrong place. Box of tissues, yeah, had no idea. But just going to try and give you a really nice plate of food. I've chosen the salmon as a protein. Just going to serve a small amount, really nice and pink. Going for green with basil and courgette. Make a little puree there. And then I'm going rainbow chard for a bit of orange. Do a little tomato salsa for the red. So pink salmon, red and green.
Is this dish going to have the wow factor?
Yeah, I think it's going to be delicious. Lovely piece of salmon. What more could you want?
Ollie looking very happy with his choice of colour. He's using salmon, and he's got to be really careful with the cooking of it to retain the beautiful colour in the middle. He's bringing in bright green with the courgette and basil puree. Rainbow chard is a beautiful ingredient, especially when it's in its raw state. But once you do cook it, it can go a bit pale and lose the vibrancy of the colour.
I want those colours to stand out. I want them to dance. I want to see the rainbow in Ollie's dish.
The fish has just gone into the oven for 3 minutes just to get it through. I'll baste it, drain it off, rest it for like as long as I've got. Yeah, I'm gonna make it 100%.
Right, chefs, you've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes.
Sweet. Got bold colour choices. I've not got many, but I've got 2 which I've stuck with, which I said that I'm going to work with from the start, and they, for me, really pop on the plate.
Coming together nicely, I think, so far. It'll look nice, but, you know, you never know.
Maximum colour, maximum flavour, hopefully.
That's it. Your time is up. Stop cooking.
How'd you find it?
Mate, just running around like a donkey, like always.
Yeah.
Focusing on the colours purple and yellow, Ryan's made venison loin with braised red cabbage, pickled beetroots, poached plums, yellow courgettes, and red wine sauce.
Ryan, we've definitely got colour, which is exactly what we wanted.
I do like the colours of your plate. The cabbage has still got a bite to it. It's not cooked enough. And unfortunately, the courgettes are overcooked and a bit mushy, and they are quite bland. For me, this is slightly under par for what you have done before.
Your venison's nicely cooked, but I just find that the vegetables on the plate just a little bit flat and flavourless. The plums, you said you poached them. They just feel a bit raw. The sauce, it's got a nice consistency, but it doesn't have a great deal of flavour. Yes, the task was all about colour, but it was also about a good plate of food. And I think there are areas here that you could have worked a little bit harder on.
It was tough. No, I've got a couple of things to work on there. I made a colourful dish, it just can't quite come together. I just want to come back strong and smash the critics.
Having chosen green, black and white as his theme, Liam's dish is butter-roasted celeriac brushed with black garlic, topped with celeriac crisp, parsley crumb and red amaranth. Served with a green parsley emulsion, black garlic emulsion and celeriac ash.
I have to say, I think it's a little bit minimalistic. You've got the colours that you're looking for, the black, the green. It's OK. The black garlic tastes good, it's smooth. The parsley puree tastes great, it's smooth and it's vibrant, it's green. The celeriac is beautifully cooked, it's a fondant and cooked very well. Nice and soft, great. Very nice.
I like the idea of what you were building with this here. The ash brings a bitterness to it. I wish you had a bigger piece of celeriac. I wish there was more of that fantastic crumb over the top. Just layer it on, make this plate pop. And you could have done that quite easily with the two colours you had on this plate. I just felt you were holding back and afraid to really let it go. But I do like how this tastes.
A little bit deflated by the judges' comments, I think. I've definitely got more to show in the next round to the judges. Yeah, and hopefully I can demonstrate that in the two dishes.
Focusing on green, red and pink, Ollie has served pan-fried salmon topped with a tomato salsa with a herb oil dressing, a courgette puree and rainbow chard.
Ollie, you've definitely got some colour onto the plate. The salmon is coloured nicely on the outside and pink in the centre. Your chard, they're all too salty. Unfortunately, what I'm eating here is oil as a sauce. The dressing that was over the tomatoes, what I've got here is I've got a huge slick of oil. It lacks vinegar, it lacks herbs. Colour's good, dish not so good.
Really like the green of your basil and courgette puree. The salmon is nicely cooked, nicely seasoned. Swiss chard, super salty. Be careful on that. You definitely got some colour on the plate here, Ollie. I just wish the dish tasted as good.
So happy with the choice of ingredients, yeah. Just not the execution, you know. Little silly, minor details. I was a bit too relaxed in there, a bit too lackadaisical, so... Yeah, anyway, live and learn.
Inspired by the colours of the forest, Andy has made venison loin with woodland mushrooms, cauliflower puree, cherries coated in reduced beef stock, served with a venison, port, chive and tarragon jus.
Beautiful looking plate of food, Andy, and beautiful, vibrant colours too. The venison is delicious, perfectly cooked. The cauliflower puree is just lovely and smooth. It's like silk. Love the sauce. Sauce is great. You've got depth of flavour, and I love the hint of tarragon that you put in there as well. It's certainly a dish that when it comes in front of you, you light up. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Thank you.
I like you've got the colours from the yellow and the purple beetroot. Just one small thing, I think maybe slice them a bit thinner. They were a bit on the crunchy side. The sauce with the cherries and the tarragon has got a slight sweetness, which works very well. It's just bringing everything together. Good plate.
I think I managed to get a good selection of colours in. There was enough on the plate, it was cooked nicely, and I'm happy with the dish.
Every challenge we bring to you is to push you a bit further. You're going forward to cook for some of the toughest critics in the country next. And I really hope you've focused hard on your menus. Just go for it, impress those critics.
Chefs, thank you for today. See you in the next round. Off you go.
Yeah, what about the critics, guys?
Yeah, no, it is going to be tough. They're a tough bunch.
What a round. I definitely think one of our 4 chefs here stood out in the challenge. The other chefs, there were some issues throughout. I hope they're going to take away the feedback, learn from it, come back prepared and ready to cook for our critics.
Welcome back into the kitchen. You have one incredible opportunity to impress 3 of the biggest food critics in the country. Grace Dent, Jay Rayner, and Tom Parker Bowles. It doesn't get more serious than that.
Chefs, this is for a place in our semi-finals. Only the best 2 will go through. Show us what you've got. You have 1 hour and 15 minutes to deliver 2 perfect courses to impress today. Good luck. Off you go.
When you first come up with an idea, you come up with 75 things at once. It is a really fine balance of pushing yourself and also being aware that you really don't have a lot of time to do it. It's going to be hard, but it's supposed to be hard. If it was easy, everyone would do it, so bring it on.
Andy, how do you feel cooking your food for the critics?
A mixture of nervous and excited to cook for the critics, but you've got to get everything to be perfect and get everything on the plate.
What's your menu?
Turbot with Finjon sauce. Finjon, it's a yellow wine from Jura. It's really punchy and it's got that acidic kick that you need to balance a really rich, buttery sauce. And then we're doing a set chamomile cream, strawberry vinegar jelly and wild strawberries. And then to add a little texture to the plate, we have got an oaty almondy sablé. This is more my style of cooking. Amazing ingredients, quite light. Let ingredients speak for themselves, but in a way that brings everything together.
I like Andy's bravery because you have only got a few elements on the plate, so they've got to sing. Turbot, he's taken it off the bone, he's skinned it, and he's going to brine it and then pan-fry it. Brining the fish will help to tenderize the fish. It holds in its moisture once cooked. It's a great technique, and we've got a lovely chicken-based sauce finished with vin jaune. Vin jaune is a wine that has quite a big, bold flavour and needs to be used in moderation if it's going to work with this dish.
As long as Andy can nail every point of this dish and it tastes beautiful and beautifully cooked, he can impress.
Andy's dessert is a set chamomile cream. The cream needs to be set just right, and you certainly want to taste the chamomile tea.
Andy has taken a cab sauv vinegar and he's infused it with strawberry. That sounds brilliant and a nice way to cut through the richness of this cream. I hope Andy's got a beautiful presentation planned for this dish because these critics have had quite a few set creams in their time.
A lot of thought's gone into today's menu. If the dishes come out like they're supposed to come out, then everything should be spot on.
Definitely not holding back today. I'm going to be running from the start. I'm always pushing myself. I always want to do better. I know striving for perfection in a kitchen like this is going to be super tough, but it's just the way I am.
Liam, focused, head down as ever, which has always been the Liam stance. Are you looking forward to this, Liam?
Absolutely. I want to cook some good food. Bit more of a workload today so I can show you guys that I can move.
Your menu, what is it?
To start, I'm going to roast mackerel. I'm also going to do a tartare of mackerel with some diced apple. Classical, but it's going to be nice.
Main course?
Roast loin of lamb. We've got kidneys, sweetbreads. We've got asparagus, Jersey Royals, wild garlic, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. We'd agree with you on that one.
Yeah, going back to food that I like to cook and eat is why I've chose these 2 dishes today.
Have you had much time to practice these dishes?
These dishes are practiced. I'm not coming in blindsided here.
So you've been to work, no sleep, practice, come in, cook for critics.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. Looking forward to this. I like the sound of your menu.
Thank you, Chef.
Liam, without doubt, is intense. He's on a mission. With the tartare, he's mixing a little bit of Granny Smith apple, some lemon zest, and a little bit of chopped chive running through there. And then we've also got a pan-fried fillet of mackerel as well. But you don't want to overcook it because it becomes dry very quickly. We've also got a pickled beetroot and a horseradish cream.
Hopefully Liam is going to be very generous with the amount of horseradish through that cream and seasoned beautifully. Main course, Liam has not just got the lamb loin to cook to perfection, he's got the sweetbreads, which want to be beautiful, golden, soft in the middle.
Kidneys, not too long in the pan. Overcooked kidney, it's like rubber.
the lamb sauce. Hopefully he's got some bones or some trimmings of lamb, which is going to sweat off and caramelize. Delicious ingredients in great hands. But it comes with a risk because there is a lot here for Liam to get done in the time.
Got to stay organised, got to stay clean, and get it all done really properly, first time. No mercy today, no joking around. The gloves are off. I do think these 2 dishes are enough. Quite honestly, I do, yeah. I might regret saying that, but...
Ollie, how are you feeling about cooking for critics?
Very exciting opportunity, so I really want to make sure I do myself justice.
OK, what's the menu?
So for my first course, I'm serving these stunning roasted scallops with asparagus, which I've picked myself, 3 cornered leeks from my garden, and I'm going to finish that with a little bit of wild garlic and a smoked cod's roe sauce. For main course, I've got some pork chops with a mustard, sage, and bacon sauce, caramelized apple, some roasted baby carrots, and some roasted shallots as well. I feel as though these 2 dishes really juxtapose nicely. The starter's more precise, more delicate, and then the main course, I think, really shows sort of old, classic techniques. No plastic bags, just real solid cookery.
Great sounding menu. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Got some beautiful fresh scallops, and I hope he cooks them to perfection. You don't want to see this beautiful scallop overcooked. Ollie is using little 3-cornered leeks bulbs, and he's going to pickle them. I really like the sound of the smoked roe sauce here. The roe can have a graininess to it, so I really hope Ollie's thought about passing this sauce.
Ollie's main course, pork chop cooked well. Ah, delicious. You want to be gnawing away at the bone. That's what a pork chop's all about. You want a great caramelisation. You don't want to dry it out.
I am liking the sound of this caramelised apple. I think he's going to slowly add some butter so it's foaming away. Beautiful way to cook this apple.
Ollie's sauce. You want to taste the smoky bacon and you want to taste the mustard too. But a good sauce with a pork chop can't be beaten.
Yeah, so a place in the semi-finals, that would be fantastic. You know, this is my life at the moment. One more step to, you know, the end goal. Yeah, it'd be everything. I really want that place.
Ryan, what are you putting together?
For a main course, sole Veronique. So a very classical dish with Dover sole, peeled grapes, baby leeks and a champagne and caviar sauce.
And what's for dessert?
The dessert, I'm doing a pistachio souffle with a raspberry and lemon verbena sorbet.
I feel like I've gone back in time.
Both these dishes are quite technical, but they're also very, very classic.
I love the classics, and I think sometimes they're not done very often, and I want to showcase what I love doing and what I enjoy eating.
But my goodness me, you've got to get these 2 dishes right. I love these 2 dishes. They are 2 of my favourites in the world of classic cookery. Can't wait to try them. Ryan's taken us a trip down memory lane of the classics. What a beautiful menu. We've got a Dover sole Veronique. The sole is going to be steamed on a little bamboo steamer. Flesh of the sole is very delicate, even more so when you take it off the bone. But steaming it is the best way to do it. But the grapes is the Veronique. Pickled grapes bring freshness to the dish. It cuts through the richness of the creamy sauce. Ryan is elevating this classic sauce by making it with champagne. And he's just going to finish the sauce with a touch of caviar at the end. Great idea. Ryan's souffle, flavoured with pistachio, making a rice pudding base. Then he's going to blitz that to make it into a smooth paste before you add the egg whites into it.
This can work very well because the rice is quite neutral and it can firm up, so it's got the perfect body to hold, especially when you put it through the meringue.
Everything about a souffle is risky. It's got to be just right. There's no room for error.
Chefs, you have 20 minutes left.
It's always an immense privilege to be asked to sit in this room to judge these professional cooks. And you also get fed really well, sometimes.
I've eaten some absolutely life-changing food sitting on this seat. So standards are incredibly high, and I'll be judging them exactly like I would in a restaurant. There's nowhere to hide on this competition, and I really worry for them sometimes.
Do thrill us, excite us, tantalise our palates, get our juices flowing with absolute excitement and delight, and make us remember it.
Andy, you've got 10 minutes till the first course is served.
So you're feeling happy with everything, Andy?
So far.
Good.
Andy's main course is pan-roasted turbot. Well, a bit of a head start by having a serious bit of fish. Andy's job there is not to muck that up.
How's your fish?
Fish is just cooked so far.
Okay.
Andy has got, you know, a real job on his hands here to make this something that's memorable.
But this level, the quarterfinals, fish and veg with sauce, I don't know if it will cut it.
Was that the finishing touches, the flowers?
These are the finishing touches, yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, we're almost there, Andy. So let's pick it up a little bit. Right, you done?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. So we have turbot roasted in butter, purple sprout and broccoli, brassica flowers, broccoli leaves, and purple asparagus with a sauce finjon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the various bits of this have been cooked perfectly fine. That fish has not been ruined. The vegetables still have a bit of bite.
I think it's a beautiful sauce, pretty rich. I just wish there was more on the plate for me to enjoy it with.
He can cook. I just wish he'd used his talents and gone for something a bit more ambitious.
The turbot, for me, is beautifully seasoned. I like how it's been cooked.
Struggling with the sauce a little bit. I think it just lacks a pinch of salt, a twist of lemon, just something to balance out the flavour of the liqueur. The sauce doesn't make the dish for me. It's just not my cup of tea. Right, Chef, first one in. How was that?
Yeah, it was pretty spicy, yeah.
Spicy.
Spicy.
15 minutes, you got your pudding to go. Is all that going to be on time?
Yeah.
No issues?
Not yet.
Let's hope it sets this time.
Exactly. We
Yeah?
haven't looked yet, so...
Come on, Andy, go check now.
Yeah.
I want this to be gently perfumed, creamy, chamomile set wild cream.
They're set, so better than the first round already. Whether they're set correctly or not.
And then the strawberry vinegar. It's in a gel, but it needs to be sweet, but also have something that cuts through that.
But what this sounds like in Andy's dessert is easy mise en place.
But really, it's very safe. And he really will have to wow us.
Well, Andy, they're ready when you are.
Ready?
Yeah? Well done. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck, well done.
So we have a wild chamomile infused set cream, an oat sablé, strawberry vinegar jelly, and wild strawberries.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Really happy with dessert, happy with the main course, but time flies. It's such a short period of time, it really does fly. I really hope it's enough to go through, but I'm not sure.
Smells delicious. You can smell the chamomile. Oh. The strawberry vinegar is absolutely brutal.
It tastes like fish and chip shop vinegar with some strawberry in it. That's too much. Well, on the plus side, I like the oat biscuit. The set cream, it's creamy.
Even if it wasn't set, if that was custard and I had it in the fridge, I would just drink it. It's absolutely delicious. It's very well balanced.
Strange vinegar gels aside, Andy basically feels like a very safe cook to me.
Andy's definitely got chamomile in his set cream. I think it works very well with the strawberry vinegar and acidity that cuts through this dessert.
I love the fresh strawberries. The biscuit's nice on top. It's a nice dessert. It just lacks a bit of wow factor for me.
We're looking pretty good. Just gonna cook the scallops, rest the scallops, and plate up. Everything else ready to roll. So yeah, feeling all right.
On his dish, at least he's trying something different. We all love scallops. They have to be properly cooked. I like three-cornered leeks and I like pickled stuff. Love smoked roe.
A smoked roast sauce could surely be absolutely delicious, or it could be just a bit much and a bit overpowering the entire plate.
Ollie, you've got about a minute to serve.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna let the scallops rest for 30 seconds, carve them up, then it's just a case of getting sauce in.
The real worry is that prime scallops will have to retire hurt after a tussle with the alliums, the pickled three-cornered leeks, and a smoked roe sauce.
Ollie, you need to get these dishes finished and served.
Yes, chef.
Statement the obvious, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Sauce on, is that it?
Yes, chef.
You happy?
I am.
Off you go then.
Hi there.
Hello.
Today we have roasted scallop with asparagus, three-cornered leek, and a smoked cod roast sauce. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Wow, I did not expect this dish to look like this. I expected 3 little scallops, some very pretty asparagus pointing up. This is much more exciting.
Well, it's a proper blimey plate of food, isn't it? The thing that really makes it is the way he's cooked the scallop, which is seared it really, really fast, so it has a kind of crunchy surface.
The asparagus al dente, which merges with the very subtle but still powerful sauce.
It's rich and luscious. It's just very, very clever.
This is an intelligent, well thought out, well put together dish. If his next course is as good as this one, we've got a real contender here.
The asparagus at the bottom is nicely cooked. The scallop is slightly burnt on the outside.
I love the idea of the smoked roe through the sauce. There is a hint through it. I want a bit more of it. Brilliant ingredients, just badly executed.
Just finishing off the pork. Got to peel down my shallots and make the sauce, which is going on now. And hopefully should be ready in 15 minutes.
So Ollie's main course is a pan-fried pork chop. Oh, Ollie, be afraid, be very afraid. I have nailed the pan-frying of a pork chop. So I will be staring at that thing, and if it's not as good as my own, woe betide him.
What I'm looking for here is the caramelised apple not being too sweet, but lifting it through, because everything is quite heavy.
A mustard and smoked bacon sauce. They are 2 very, very big, probably the most pungent flavours that you can get. He just loves a big, acerbic, massive flavour, doesn't he? And I hope that he can pull it off.
Right, you've got 3 minutes left.
Yes, chef.
Pork chops okay? How are they looking?
Yeah, nice, thank you.
Sauce, and off you go, yeah?
Yes.
That's it, let's go.
Wait.
All right, good luck.
Yep, thank you. For main course, we have roasted pork chop with roasted baby carrots, roasted shallot, a nice wedge of caramelized apple, and a mustard, bacon, and sage sauce.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tough challenge. Maybe just the plating on the main course could have been a bit more soigné. Overall, I think those two plates of food taste nice, so...
I'm so puzzled by this plate of food because we seem to have gone from a first course of kind of dainty elegance to kind of Boxing Day at someone's house.
When you're making a dish like this simple, you have to get everything spot on. The lardons should be crisp and fully caramelised. Mine are. Pork chops a little bit dry as well.
The carrots, far, far too salty. The mustard and smoked bacon sauce is actually one of the high points. It's got depth. It's pretty good.
That piece of apple is just too big, a bit undercooked. What's the peel doing on it? And it's a bit of a mess. I mean, it's a nice mess. If you were at a dinner party and somebody served it, you'd all be very happy and you'd be cooing. But this is a competition.
That's looking a little bit on the rustic side and rushed. The pork chop, he's not cooked it to the best. The fat's not fully rendered down.
But the pork works beautifully well with the sage, the apple. It's tasty. It doesn't look great.
Liam, we've got 2.5 minutes left. How are we looking?
Yeah, I'm just going to cook the mackerel now. I said it's the last minute, so it's not overcooked.
Everything else ready to go?
Yeah.
We see a lot of mackerel on MasterChef. You overcook it and it goes from hero to zero in about 2 seconds.
Mackerel tartare, that has to be beautifully presented. I've eaten this dish many, many, many times before, or variations of it. So we have to see here that this person's a real winner and not just playing it safe.
You've got 60 seconds. Has everything come out the way you wanted to?
Yeah, everything's good. OK, now I'm done.
Right, ready?
Give him some energy.
Smile.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
I've made roast mackerel. We've got a raw mackerel tartare on the bottom. Then we've got some pickled beetroots. We've got a horseradish cream, nasturtiums, and beetroot powder. Enjoy, guys.
Thank you.
Look at this. It's beautiful.
It's like so joyous that I almost want to take a picture of it and have it made into wallpaper.
That's a bit of a Bobby Dazzler, isn't it? The tartare of mackerel, it's rich but not overwhelmingly fishy. It's really, really beautiful.
Fillet of mackerel, not in the slightest bit dry, like moist, almost squidgy.
The texture in those ribbons of beetroot is fabulous.
The horseradish, it just gets you right in the back of your throat. This is wonderful.
What he's created here is something remarkable. The man can cook.
The cooked mackerel and a pickled beetroot just works wonderfully.
And the little horseradish cream just really brings it all together. Great dish from Liam.
Liam,
Hi.
how was that?
I think I forgot to smile, to be honest. I know you just said, but... No, I did. No, I did.
You did.
You're not sure?
No, I think I did. I did.
You've got 15 minutes for your next course.
Yeah.
Will you be on time?
Yeah, I will.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Liam's main course is roasted lamb loin, lamb sweetbreads and kidneys. Yes, we don't see enough of kidneys. Your lamb loin, I want it pink and rested properly. The kidneys must not be like bullets.
I am looking forward, or as ever, to Jersey Royals on a plate. I want the lamb jus to hold this entire dish together.
Do it beautifully, because if all these gorgeous things that I love so much turn up and it's not as nice as I'm hoping, then I'll be sad.
Liam, are you happy with how it's all coming together?
Yeah.
I know I'm happy with how it's coming together.
It's good.
Liam, well done. You're on time. Off you go.
For your second course, we've got roasted loin of lamb, seasonal asparagus, Jersey Royals. We've got a wild garlic emulsion with some wild garlic flowers, a little pot of kidneys, sweetbreads, wilted wild garlic, and wild garlic caper buds. Beside that, you've got a lamb sauce, which has been split with wild garlic oil. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you.
My mouth is actually watering.
My mouth is dry. Still buzzing with adrenaline, to be honest. I've put a workload on myself to try and impress these guys, so I really hope that's what I've done.
His first course was fantastic, and I think he smashed it with this one. Beautiful potatoes, perfectly cleaned and cooked asparagus, lovely, moist, pink lamb.
The offal, absolutely cooked beautifully. The wild garlic, every single element works together. This guy can cook.
The sauce, though, it's not a lot of time out there to get a real sauce with real depth of flavour. I loved the fact that the offal was sequestered in its own little pot because it's unruly. Grace, can I have a quick look at your offal pot?
Here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. This
You're
job is
so
wasted
welcome.
on you.
I just want you to be happy.
I know, thank you.
This lamb dish is a sublime piece of cookery. It absolutely hits the notes in every single area. The lamb is melting in the mouth. I can't fault this dish. It's exquisite.
I love the extra little pot with the offal on the side. Fab, fab, fab. I think it's been a strong day in the kitchen for Liam.
It's coming together nicely so far.
Ryan's doing Dover Sole Veronique. We well know a great French classic. The Veronique should speak for itself. You've got your grapes, you've got your vermouth, you've got your tarragon. All great. And pickled grapes, fantastic, very interesting. A modern twist on it. But he's chucking in, just on top to make it more lavish, an old-school champagne and caviar sauce. Either he's a genius or he's misread his Escoffier.
He's doing classical French cooking with throwing a few luxury ingredients at us, which is kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card if you're trying to win a competition.
Yeah, you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy with the dish.
Unless the people who are judging are horrible, horrible, jaded people.
Right, you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Off you go.
So I've made for you today Dover Sole Veronique. So we got some fresh grapes, pickled grapes, baby leeks, and finished with a champagne and caviar sauce. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was actually quite a nice plate of food. I think the fish was nice. It was cooked well.
It's steamed in the Chinese style. Wonderful way to cook white fish with some grapes. I love that sauce, the caviar and champagne sauce. This man can make sauces.
To be honest, Sole Veronique is a bit of an odd dish anyway. There can be something slightly strange about white fish and the pop of cold grapes. But I have a sense of Ryan as a chef who's trying very, very hard.
The steaming of the fish is fantastic, perfectly cooked. The sauce is light and vibrant, and I love the little addition to the caviar in the background at the end there.
I like the addition of the pickled grape through that, and it looks very pretty. I think Ryan has done a really good job of what is a very well-known classic.
15 minutes for the pistachio souffle. What do you got left to do, Ryan?
Finish off whisking the whites, mix it with the souffle base, cook the souffles.
Timing, not a problem?
Shouldn't be.
Good.
I love pistachio souffle. I love the taste of pistachio. It has to be soft and fluffy and warm and high. There is always a sense of jeopardy because it's risky and it's difficult and it can be an absolute mess.
Ryan, you have 8 minutes left. Soufflés have just gone in the oven. Is that enough time for you?
Yeah, should take 8 minutes to cook.
I I love the idea of raspberry and lemon verbena sorbet. Fantastically refreshing, but usually with pistachio, you have something a bit more chocolatey, a bit more creamy. Maybe it will work.
Pistachio souffle. It is exciting, isn't it? Because it could all go horribly wrong.
How much longer do they need?
I reckon they need about another 2 minutes.
That's good, because that's all the time you have.
There's always a moment when the souffle arrives in the critics' chamber and we're staring at it going, is it tumescent? Has it held? Has it risen and is it staying, or is it going to collapse before us, along with all his hopes and dreams? Ooh.
They've definitely risen. Happy?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. I made for you a pistachio souffle with a raspberry and lemon verbena sorbet. Relieved is my primary feeling right now. You've got to have confidence in yourself and your skills, and I hope that they really like my food.
Well, I think any chef having that come out the kitchen would be very happy.
Nice colours, red, green, all very pretty. It looks great. It tastes okay. There's not enough pistachio taste in the souffle.
The raspberry and lemon verbena sorbet is just too much. The only thing I could taste was the sorbet.
Credit to Ryan for doing a souffle. So he put his back into it and made a sorbet, and those are two things which can go very wrong in that kitchen out there. Nice effort.
Ryan's souffle, they rose up beautifully, but it is missing that big hit of pistachio that I want.
The sorbet is beautifully made. It's fresh. It really is a fresh sorbet. It's a good effort.
Very good effort. I thought that was a really good day from our 4 chefs today. Interesting menus, and they all got their food up on time.
There was one chef in this kitchen today that really did stand out from everybody else, and that was Liam. Liam's menu was absolutely delicious and perfectly executed. He came into this kitchen on a mission. He hardly looked up.
What a chef. What a star starting to pop out. Liam deserves his place in the semi-finals.
Now we need to decide who's going to join him.
Andy gave us the menu with the turbot. The turbot was cooked nicely. And the vin jaune, I'm a huge fan of vin jaune, so I quite like that sauce.
I wasn't a fan of the sauce. It was just a flavour that I didn't quite like with this piece of turbot.
Andy's dessert, I quite like that cream and the chamomile running through it. The strawberry with the gel, it had a bit of sharpness. I thought it was nice. The critics felt Andy's menu was slightly underwhelming. The question is, has Andy done enough to get him through to the semi-finals? Ollie gave us a menu starting with the scallops.
Our critics loved it, but I wasn't overly impressed.
The scallop, for me, was burnt, the one that we had. I thought it was a bit bland, the garnish, and I wanted more of that smoked roe through his sauce.
Ollie's main course, the dish was tasty. I'm not sure, though, that Ollie really did execute this dish to the best of its ability. It was a little bit rough, a little bit rustic, could have done better. Ryan's menu was a menu of classics. Solveronic, great dish, I love it. The sauce was full of flavour, finished with a little bit of caviar. It worked a treat. The souffle was beautifully presented, risen beautifully well, nice and even.
Just needed more pistachio flavour.
But the sorbet of the raspberries and the verbena was fresh and full of colour.
I think that there was nothing else more that I could have done. I want to get through. I want to be in that semi-final. I want one of them places.
Going home today would be a shame. I would feel as though I could have done more if I did go home now, but we'll wait and see, I guess.
If this wasn't enough today and it meant the end of the competition, it would be upsetting, absolutely. You know, I'd really like to go through. It could go either way.
It's a tough decision. Which one of these chefs can cut it in the semi-finals?
Chefs, whoa, what a day. You did yourselves proud. Unfortunately, we can only take 2 of our best chefs through to be in our semi-finals.
There was one chef that seriously impressed our critics, and they certainly impressed Monica and myself. The chef that is going straight through to our semi-finals is Liam.
Well deserved.
Well done. The next decision was not easy. The second chef going through to our semi-finals is Ryan. Ollie, Andy, sorry to say goodbye. Chefs, thank you so much.
I'm feeling dreadful. Losing is losing, so very, very disappointed. But I'm gonna try and see the light in the dark. Really enjoyed it while it lasted, just wish it could have lasted a bit longer.
Good to be going home. Shame to go out, you know, so early in the competition, but up until now it's been good fun and a good experience.
You are in the semi-final, chefs. Congratulations.
A bit shocked, but amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, my heart was beating out my chest. I'm giving it my all. I want to go through to the end.
Getting through to the semi-finals means a hell of a lot to me. I've put blood, sweat and tears into it, so I'm super proud of myself, but focus is all on the next round, 100%.
Well done, man.
Next time, 4 new hopefuls fight for their place in the quarter-final.
Jeepers.
I'm running out of time again.
Come on!
The flavours work wonderfully.
This is delicious. You've got this one spot on.